Hi, Engineering College. Hope you're all having a good day. This is Mr. Martis, and this is something me and Mr. Claney's been talking about for a long time. I'm going to be putting together a series of videos and exercises to help you all with your all's proficiency in spreadsheets. All right, spreadsheets are used throughout so many different industries, but engineering is probably the number one because with spreadsheets, you can do calculations, you can make reports, you can make graphs, you can have budgets set on it. It's just unlimited the things you can do with spreadsheets. When most people think spreadsheets, they think Microsoft Excel. What I'm going to be teaching you all today is something so similar. I mean, all the basics are there, and I get a feeling that Google has taken a lot of the ideas that Microsoft has and they put it together on a web based project. Uh, just like Microsoft Documents, which you're all familiar with, and probably I'm sorry, Google Sheets is just like Google Docs and Google Slides. Several of you can work on it. You can share it with each other. That's something you can't do with the Microsoft products, right? I'm going to go through, like I said, a series of these. Uh, and as I go through these, you should be working on your spreadsheet. This is sort of like where you mimic what I do. I teach computer science, and my computer science kids do the same thing. I'll go through videos doing some programming, and most of them will keep a tab open to watch the video. They'll watch it for a few minutes, hit pause, go over to another tab, and actually do the same work I do. All right, that's what I would suggest on this video is to watch the video on YouTube, which I'm hoping you're doing right now, which I know you're doing right now if you're hearing this, right? And in another tab, have a Google Sheet open. When I do something, I will pause when I'm speaking so you don't have to hurry and then do the same thing. All right. So let's just go ahead and get started. All right. This is the way I usually go in to get to my Google Docs. I go to My Drive, Google Drive. All right. This page you all should be very familiar with by now. All right. I'm just going to go up here and hit New. And from here, I can make the choices. I can do Google Docs, which is a lot like Microsoft Word. I can do Google Sheets, which is a lot like Microsoft Excel, or Google Slides or Google Forms. All right, Google Slides is just like Microsoft PowerPoint. Right. The beauty of these is you can share them with Mr. Claney. You can share them within a group. You can have 4 or 5 people in editing at the same time. So there is a plus side to the Google products. Me, I'm a Microsoft person. They all docs, sheets, and slides aren't as powerful as their Microsoft counterparts, but this is what we've got to work with, right? So Google Sheets, I'm going to hit this. I'm going to open up a blank spreadsheet. You should be doing the same. All right, here's what a blank spreadsheet looks like. And now I know don't feel like I'm being demeaning. I know some of you have been on spreadsheets as early as grade school, right? The purpose of these videos and this lesson is to start at the bottom and just bring you all up. There may be maybe you're an ace at spreadsheets, but there might be one thing in this video you pick up, maybe 2 in the next video, 3 in the next. So just work along with me. All right, first let's name this. I'm gonna name this one Martis First Spreadsheet. That's up in the upper left-hand corner next to this green button there. All right, let's look at what we've got here. We've got a blank page with lots of grids, right? We've got columns The columns are denoted as A through, I'm not even sure how far Google Sheets goes, but the columns are alphabet and the rows are numbers. Right? Each one is a coordinate. The one I'm clicking on right now is D5. The one I'm clicking on right now is H7. All right. Like most software, I feel like the best way to learn the software is just to jump right in and start doing stuff. As we go along, I'll explain what some of these buttons up here means and how you'll use them. So first, we need some kind of concept, something to work on. I'm going to do favorite movies. All right. I'm just going to start typing in a cell. Now, these cells I'm typing in, when you put things in them, they become what you type in them. I'm typing words, so they become text cells. If I put a number in them, they become a numeric cell. So these are just going to be text cells. Okay. My favorite movie is The Godfather. Okay, I'm gonna pick five, and then you should be working along with me. You pick your top five favorite movies. Be thinking about it as I fat fingered type these in. Let's see, Shawshank Redemption. No making fun of my spelling. Um, let's see, Rocky, First Blood, and E.T. I'm the kind of person that when I make a list, after I make it, I think, oh, I should have put this on it. Oh, I missed that. So just bear with me on this. All right, there's my five favorite movies. I've typed in five cells in the C column. Okay, I put them in cells C4, C5, C6, C7, and C8. One thing you notice here, Shawshank Redemption runs into this next column, or the next column. So if I type into it, suppose I'm going to put the actor in this column, the star. You see, I've typed over some of this. So one of the things I can do is I can make this column wider. All I do is go up, okay? I push down to the left, I left click and pull it out. All right, same way with height. I can do the same thing, okay? I go on the line in between two of them and I just hold down on the left click and move it down, and I can make it wider, or I can make the columns thinner. All right. So while I'm doing this, let me go ahead and put the stars, some of these other stars in there. Let's see. We'll put the star of each movie: Marlon Brando and Sly Stallone. I'm not being cool by calling him Sly Stallone. I don't know how to spell Sylvester. All right, Sly Stallone. Oh, wait a minute. Forget about that. Let's just start with some little things that you can do. You can cut and paste, copy and paste cells. Okay, first I'm going to cut and paste. I highlight the cell. All right, I right click and I hit cut. All right, cut's going to remove it from this one, and I'm going to highlight this one and hit paste. All right, that's what cut does. If I want to make a copy of it, same thing. Highlight it, right click, copy, highlight this cell, right, hit paste. All right. And most of you know the regular clicks that have been around forever. I hit Control C, highlight a new one, then I hit Control V, and I can make another Sly Stallone. All right. Let me fill this last one in. Henry. What is his name? I think it's Henry Thomas. All right. All right. So I've got 5 cells with the movies, and I've got 5 cells with the star. All right. You all should be trying to keep up with me. All you got to do is hit pause and enter these in. All right. All we've done so far is to do text cells or put text in cells. Now we're going to do something else. We're going to put some numbers in them. Let's put the year the movie was made. Guys, y'all, this is just for practice. You all can just estimate when it was. Godfather, I think, was 1971. Shawshank Redemption, let's go with 1994. Rocky, I know this one was right, 1976. First Blood, I think, was 1980. And E.T., I know, was 1982. Right, I've got 3 columns. I want to get one more column. Let's do, I'm going to estimate the amount of times I've watched these. All right. Don't judge me. You might think I might not have a life, but I'm the kind of person that always keeps the TV on all the time, even when I'm, I don't know, doing something I should be concentrating on. I leave the TV on. So I've seen a lot of movies. Let's say I've seen The Godfather 30 times, and it's been out a lot of years, so that's not a lot. Shawshank Redemption 25 times. Rocky, probably seen it 30 times. First Blood 20 times. And E.T. 20 times. Okay. Now let's, we've got, this is all the stuff we're going to put on this spreadsheet. All right. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually do some manipulating of this to make this a little bit more appealing to look at. For one, if you notice, all of these numbers are right justified, which means they're pushed to the right side. Okay. I'm going to do a little something different with that. All right. I am going to highlight the whole column, which means just left click on the column. And I'm going to go up here and you see these lines. You can see that this is actually like a representation of left justified. I'm going to hit the down arrow. Now I can pick left justified, center justified, or right justified. Let's center justify this. Okay. Now, by highlighting the whole column, anything you type in the future is going to be center justified. So let's type something in there. Let's type 234, 5. See how it's center justified? All right, let's center justify these, but let's just highlight the cells. I go to the first cell, I left click, all right, and I pull down. That leaves all of them this light blue, right? I go up here to the justification again. I'm going to go to center, and all of them went to the center, just like in column E. The only difference is I just did these 5 cells. If I type something in this cell, which happens to be F10, it still's right justified because all I did in the F column was center justify these five numbers. All right, I want a little differentiation between the names of these and the stars. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all 5 of these, and I'm going to go up here and hit the I. That's italic, and gives them a different look. All right, you should be keeping up with where I'm at now. For the movies, let's highlight these and let's bold them. Okay, so now you've got bolded name, italic names of the stars. You've got center justified year and the number of times you've seen the movie, estimated number of times you've seen the movie. All righty. Let's make it look a little better yet. let's go highlight them all, which means left click on the top right one and then just pull it across. I'm leaving my my left click on my mouse or my pad depressed, and I'm highlighting everything. All right. Now I'm gonna go up here to this box here. All right, this border. All right, this is one you should play with a minute and see what it does. If I click this box here, it's just gonna put a box all the way around this whole thing. So let's just go ahead and look at it. See how that works? Now I'm gonna go highlight the whole thing again. I'm gonna go back and I'm going to go to this box, click on it, and I'm going to this one. This one is going to get rid of all those lines I just put on it, the box I just put on it. That pretty much clears it out. Do the same thing again. Click on this. And let's see. You also can tell the thickness of lines. You can control here, border style. All right. What I'm going to do with this one, let's just put a box around everything. This one here puts a box. This is a 4x5 grid. This is going to put in 20 boxes. Okay. All right. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to name this. We're just going to name this whole little box we just made. My favorite movies. All right, I don't like this already because it's in the same column as this. I want it to be over the whole thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to left click on my favorite movies and highlight all 4 of these. All right. Then I'm going to go over here to merge cells. Okay. What this is going to do is it's just going to make these 4 blanks, these C3, whoops, get on the right one. It's going to make C3, D3, E3, and F3 into just one cell. It's going to merge the cell. Watch what this does. Okay, it becomes one big cell. Then I can go back to our justification and click on it. Right now, it is over equally. It's dead center of all 4 columns. All right, I don't like this just being this size and the same font as everything else. So I'm gonna click on this cell. I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna click a different kind of default is Arial. So let's do something. Let's just make it Comic Sans. Everybody loves Comic Sans. Comic Sans. All right, my favorite movies is now Comic Sans. All right, Comic Sans looks a little bit like italics, so let's do some other stuff with it. I'm going to highlight the cell. I'm going to make it bold. Still, we can do something else with it. I'm going to highlight the cell, and I'm going to go up here and change the size. Let's make it, I think default's 10 on this. Let's make it 14. My favorite movies. All right. Next thing we're going to do is, let's see, what else can we do with this for today? One of the things I'll have to tell you guys is I'm not a total expert on Google Slides. I've spent my whole life working on Excel. My training on Google Slides is kind of limited, but there's so much commonality. I'm still pretty good with it. I'm going to go to Format. And this is another way that you can actually control what the cell looks like. So for this one, I guess the best thing to do is just show you this time. It's just what this one will do. So numbers, the numbers in this, I can change the numbers to percent, scientific. I can change the numbers and change the numbers through this. The text, I can do the same things I just showed you through the bar. I can do the alignment. So through the formatting, you can do the same thing. All right, for today, by the end of this class, you should be able, Mr. Claney can walk by and he gets to see your 5 favorite movies, all right, highlighted. He should be able to see your the star of your 5 favorite movies, not highlighted, but in italics. He should see the movie's year, centered, center justified. See the number of times you've seen it, also center justified. And he should be able to see my favorite movies as a heading. It should be centered, all right, not by just hitting, the space bar. You should merge the cells and center them. All right, guys, I don't know how often we're going to do this. I'm going to work with Mr. Cleany on a schedule to be getting this to you. But just keep up with this. I'm thinking Mr. Cleany is going to walk around and check this off. He could also just ask you to share this with him and he could grade it at a different time. That's going to be up to him. But I will see you soon with the next video. Have a good day.